What if the next great artist isn't human? What if the painter, the composer, the storyteller is an algorithm? Can a machine imagine? Can code dream? Or are we only hearing an echo of our own creativity reflected back at us? This is Cosmognosys TV. Welcome to Future Now, Episode 1. AI and creativity. Can machines really imagine? A painting generated by AI wins an art prize. A song composed by an algorithm climbs the charts. A novel written by GPT goes viral online. Each headline sparks the same fascination and unease. Can machines truly be creative? Psychologists define creativity as combining ideas in new and valuable ways. By that measure, artificial intelligence seems to qualify. It learns from oceans of data, images, sounds, words, and recombines them into forms we've never seen before. But is that the same as human creativity? Humans create with intention. We paint to express wonder. We write to endure heartbreak. Our art carries emotion, memory, meaning. AI, by contrast, has no inner life. It doesn't feel awe or grief or love. It doesn't know what it means to want something to exist. Its imagination is statistical, a reflection, not a heartbeat. And yet what's striking is how deeply its outputs can move us. In blind tests, people often rate AI-generated art as equally powerful, sometimes even more, than human work. That forces a question. Maybe creativity isn't about the process, but about the product. If a poem stirs emotion, does it matter who or what wrote it? Art has always been a collaboration between mind, medium, and material. Painters use pigments, musicians use instruments, writers use language, a tool shaped by countless generations before them. Perhaps AI is simply the newest medium in that lineage, a complex instrument we're still learning to play. Some researchers call it co-creativity. AI, not as rival, but as collaborator. A musician uses a model to spark melodies they'd never imagine alone. A designer explores patterns an algorithm suggests. A filmmaker layers generative visuals to reach moods beyond language. Together, they go further than either could apart. The result isn't replacement, it's expansion, an amplification of possibility. But creativity isn't only about what we make, it's about how making changes us. When photography emerged, painters feared extinction. Instead, they invented impressionism. When digital tools appeared, musicians feared artificiality. Instead, they birthed entirely new genres. Every new medium doesn't erase imagination, it evolves it. AI is doing the same. It stretches how we think, how we feel, how we define originality. It mirrors back not just our ideas, but our assumptions about what creation means. So we're left asking, is creativity about consciousness or connection? About intention or impact? Can something without feelings still inspire them in us? Maybe the answer lies in the conversation itself, the dialogue between human curiosity and machine computation. When we prompt an AI, we project fragments of our own thought into it. It responds, sometimes predictably, sometimes in ways that surprise us. And in that surprise, we glimpse our own reflection, our culture, our collective memory, our shared imagination mirrored through silicon. Maybe that's the real revelation, that creativity was never purely human. It has always been relational, a network of minds, tools, and time. AI simply makes that visible. It shows us the pattern beneath the myth. But there's still one boundary machines can't cross. They don't feel the spark. They can simulate beauty, but they can't experience it. They can describe wonder, but they don't know what it means to weep at a song. That difference, that heartbeat, still belongs to us. Yet perhaps what matters most isn't whether AI can imagine, but whether we can imagine with it, responsibly, creatively, and wisely. The future of creativity isn't machines replacing humanity. It's humanity expanding through machines. Each new collaboration pushes the edge of imagination outward. Each experiment forces us to ask again, what does it mean to create? What does it mean to be original? Maybe the deeper creativity isn't just in what we build, but in rethinking what creativity itself can mean. Maybe this is the next chapter of the human story, a species teaching its own reflection to dream. And in that reflection, we rediscover the oldest truth of all, that imagination, wherever it lives, is how we make meaning out of mystery.